Ever just stop and wonder, why do I do the things I do? Or, feel the way I feel? Our brains are these amazingly complex machines, and they're running on a kind of hidden code that pretty much dictates everything about us. So in this explainer, we're going to try and decode some of that programming. We'll look at some seriously amazing psychological facts that pull back the curtain on how our minds really work. All right, let's jump right in. So, first things first, let me ask you this. Have you ever been so hurt by what someone said or did that it felt, well, physical? We use phrases like a broken heart or say something was a gut punch. But are we just being dramatic? Is it all just a metaphor? Or is there something real actually happening inside us? To answer that, we've got to take a peek inside our brain's command center. And you might be surprised to find out that when it comes to our feelings, the brain's reactions can be way more literal than you'd think. And the answer is yes, absolutely. Emotional pain is real. Get this. Studies show that when you're ignored by someone you really care about, your brain processes that feeling of rejection in the exact same regions it uses for physical pain. So that sting you feel, to your brain, it might as well be a broken bone. It's wild. And even though our emotional lives feel so personal and complex, it turns out we're all speaking the same basic emotional language. Researchers have actually pinpointed 6 core emotions. That's happiness, sadness, fear, anger, surprise, and disgust that are expressed and understood by everyone, everywhere, in every culture on Earth. Speaking of feelings, here's a fun one. You know that little rush you get when you eat a piece of really good chocolate? That is not just in your head. Eating chocolate makes your brain release a chemical called phenylethylamine, which is the very same chemical that floods your system when you're first falling in love. And now for the other end of the spectrum, from love to just pure panic. Have you ever lost your phone and felt that sudden, ice-cold wave of dread? Well, behavioral studies suggest that panic is so intense, it can be similar to what people feel in a near-death experience. It just goes to show you how much these little devices are tangled up in our sense of who we are. Now, what about how we talk to each other? Well, if you've got a quick, sarcastic wit, here's some good news for you. Turns out, the ability to get and use sarcasm isn't just for jokes. It's actually a sign of a really healthy, creative mind. It means your brain is firing on all cylinders, juggling different layers of meaning all at once. And that kind of thing is so key to our social lives. So let's zoom out from what's going on inside our heads to how we connect with others. How does all this psychology play out in our friendships and relationships? Well, it turns out there's a kind of hidden social code that we all follow. Okay, take a look at this number, 20. Just 20. What in the world could that possibly have to do with connecting with other people? It is the magic number for a hug.